Welcome, or should I say, welcome back. Time for another race. This one is now Class B's first race between Xander and Peachy. Starting, oh, the timer says 2 minutes. But we don't have a person. What do they call them? Referee, that's what they call them. We don't have a referee yet. So, hopefully we get that, and then we'll all be good to go. And my choice of song was really not, really was not that great. But oh well. Anyway, take a look at this. Here's the bracket. This is the Class B bracket. A little bit smaller, there are only 8 people. 8 people in Class B. So, or the 8 people that made it to the out of groups. So it's just a simple 8-player single elimination bracket. Xander versus Peachy on the bottom layer. The winner will face the winner of TM versus Miso Soup, which I think is scheduled. I think it's scheduled, and it will be rather soon. So that will be an exciting one to watch. Oh, the cool song is playing on the queue. I really don't know what song is playing, and I should do a better job at that. That's my fault. Alright, hopefully we can get a referee in here, and just as I said that Xander pinged it, I was just about to do that. You can predict with channel points. We've got one person voting Xander, that's Carrick, putting 6,700 berries, and a total of 2,500 berries put towards Peachy. You can bet your berries, you can get rich, you can also lose all your money, if you choose so. Alright, we got Carrick, as always, giving us that room. So the categories that the runner selected, we gotta go back to the other page. Whoop. Anyway, we'll get this first race rolling. Xander picked 96 ACAS. So that's 96 exit, all castles, and all switches. If I'm not mistaken, let me just check one more time. Yep. Alright, let's see the race room. Blah. There's everyone here, and let's see, Xander's band 11, no cape. So we'll put that on the screen with the spinner. Oh, the wheel! I haven't updated the wheel from the last race. So it's just got all switches on it. Don't look at that. Don't look at that, that's not important. And on the other hand, Peachy bands 96 exit. Boo-hoo. What a surprise. 96 exit gets banned again. Like we weren't going to see it a million times. And you know what? I have the data. I have the data now. I'll give you a sneak peek. I'll give you a sneak peek of the ban rate in Class B. Crazy stuff. It's also a lot crazier than it is in Class A. Class A, it's actually kind of neat and detailed. But here in Class B, it's all over the place. Just because the sample size is so much smaller. There's like 72 picks that people made instead of like 200 in Class A. So it's kind of hard to see trends like this. Anyway, let me just stop talking and get a wheel for you guys. So the category choices are going to be... From Xander, we have all castles and all switches, and from Peachy, we have 11 exit and no Star World. So all of something or none of something, who knows? And so we will give the wheel the spin. Is it spinning? Yes, it is spinning. All hail the big wheel. Let me change the name. I'm going to get a new name every time. And our first race, another close one. Another close one. That one will be no Star World. So game 1 shall be no Star World, and I shall update the layout accordingly. Xander's timer has moved since I cropped it. Carrick, not a big fan of the wheel, makes some bad choices. And Xander's timer has left the building because it changed when I cropped it. Where did it go? Oh, it's moving again. That's not even me. I assume we'll be good to go. Let me get the game audio on so you can actually hear our runners run the game. Ooh, is that better? Xander's is a bit big. I'll shrink it like that. There we go. So here we are. Game 1. Both of our racers are ready in the race room, just waiting for Carrick to step out, and then they'll step in to the game and play, and something will happen. This is single elimination, so you lose the match. Still best of 3, but if you lose the match, you're out of the tournament. There's no redemption later on in the group stage. There will not be another match for you if you lose this one. Unless something especially weird happens, but I don't know. Alright, Peachy started. Xander, starting slow. Now let me sync it. Oh my. Well, that doesn't help. I was looking at my dashboard, which is the output stream, and I'm like, why is the pause not working? So I think I really just messed it up. Now Peachy's is a little bit ahead. Close enough. So we've got no Star World. I'm gonna try not to fall asleep, but this was a pretty banned category in 96. Frankly, because I think it was the 3rd most banned in Class A, behind 96 and ACNC. I think because people think it's boring. It's also why all castles eventually eclipsed it in popularity, although there have been some crazy no Star World runs recently. I think Usui took the record? Or am I thinking a different category? Am I thinking all castles? Let me just look at speedrun.com. Yeah, Usui has the record since 5 days ago, with a 32:42. It's actually incredible. I was years ago when No Star World was just about to become sub 33. That was kind of awesome, seeing people like GDF bring the record down, and he had a really, I remember, he had a run that I think was on flat 33 pace, and he got sandbar. He had to get sandbar and he almost had like a flat, so he was on flat 33 pace, and then he just got something crazy happened to him in the fort, and that ended the run, and that was kind of just frustrating to see, especially to a guy like GDF. But frankly, it is a new era, and since then there have been 11 14 sub 33 runs in on No Star World, which is crazy to say. Nice character. Yeah, let's, pretty soon when we get to Top Bridge, I think Peachy's gonna have to add a couple of Z's to his name. Some weird net thing, so they both got 280. Some strange netting. The predictions are really swinging towards Xander here. Not a lot of faith in Peachy. You got 80% Xander, 20% Peachy. You've got quite a bit during this race to vote. We keep it open during the first race because nobody shows up early. Our runners don't even start their streams early. Just kidding. Both of the runners here. Peachy started like 15 minutes early, which is pretty early actually. Oh, getting hit, but gets the kill. No Fireflower is actually going to be quite an issue. Because that's going to lose you a significant amount of time if you don't get it back. Because, you know, you got the World 2 boss, the World 4 boss, the World 5 boss. They need Fireflowers if you want to kill them quickly. I don't know how many runners actually know the DS1 backup, because I'm pretty sure that's the fastest flower to grab. Especially in this category. I think it's the fastest flower grab. Because you can essentially just spin the cape block behind you. Something, I don't know. I didn't prepare too much for this race. Because frankly, I didn't know I was going to restream until about an hour ago. When I got all my plans sorted out. There is another race later tonight. It got pushed back if you're paying attention to the calendar. So now it's 11, oh no, the calendar is updated. It is now 11:30 p.m. Eastern, which is in 4.5 hours. There are some scary categories on this list. There are some scary categories on that list. We may see 96 played at midnight. I mean, we're... Whew. If you think this run is going to make you fall asleep, wait until you see long categories played at late hours of the night. So, alright, nothing interesting. Let's see if Peachy grabs flower. He is going to grab the flower. And get back in the cape. May have been faster just to sit with flower and grab cape here, but I don't want to backseat too much. Still fine. And it's only a couple of seconds, but he's going to gain a lot back in having flower again. Xander with a good toss of the P-switch. And 2-5-1 and 40! 40 bonus stars! Okay, Xander. Okay, a little bit of a flex. 40 whole bonus stars. So close to getting 50. I mean, you see a runner with 50, the whole tournament's over. They win. 4 yumps, 50 bonus stars. That's the secret formula to win. Can we get a 40 in chat? 4-0. Missing the door. Final boss. Missing the door again at second final boss. And now in DP3, a little bit of it, it's not exactly a free setup. It does require you to learn it a little bit, but to be able to run right off those great platforms and get P speed, it's actually not too hard. But going through the level, flying, exciting. Who knows what could happen? This isn't the level where Super Koopas come from the ceiling and snipe you, but there's so much to talk about. Can you tell everyone likes this category? So Xander's first to enter the castle. He's had kind of slightly better levels. I think he's had good flight speed in the past few levels, and also didn't have to spend some extra time getting that flower like Peachy had to. Now time for everyone's favorite Morton fly. Okay, okay, Xander, go off. Good trampoline grab. I wish I could do that. And I really should. For as long as I've been playing this game, I should know that by now. But I barely do. Peachy getting that spin fly, hitting the vine block, which actually causes a bit of lag. And Xander's done with the boss. Peachy entering. Good vertical section. I think 364 is actually a pretty good time. We didn't see any big misses from him. It looked fine, and so they will both be done quickly. And Peachy has a nice amount of coins. Nice. So, in the land of... I don't remember what I was going to say. In this category, we don't have to do wings in the next level, so neither of our runners have Yoshi, and they can breathe a little bit. Because there arguably isn't anything fun to watch. Now. It is still exciting to watch. This level's got a bit can go wrong. VS1 it's always nice to see people's strategies in that level. I'm getting Discord messaged. It's not important. Alright, good key, good fly up to the key for Xander. And Peachy also good fly up to the key. So they're like neck and neck here. Now time for scary VS1. Oh, Xander got a firstie. So that means that he loses flight and he loses P-speed, so he's going to have to go slow down these vines. Time for Peachy to take the lead. Oh, actually not. Oh, yeah, he did take the lead. Xander was slow getting on that trampoline, so now Peachy's ahead. Yeah, Xander got firstied, just because of how Super Mario World does its flight meter. For some reason, the flight meter is not depleted when you're in the air. There's probably a good reason. But you know, the flight meter is essentially a timer. It starts at some number, 70, who knows, and it counts down every frame. And that kind of dictates how long, like for example, you stay in the flight phase. How long you stay kind of just bursting into the air like spin fly. 80. Okay, I was close. It's 80. And it stays at 2. So it counts down and it stays at 2 as long as you're in the air. But it has to reset down to 0 for you to get the full 80 again when you take off again. So you have to stay on the ground for a frame. I think you have to stay on the ground for at least one frame. Then the timer goes down to 0, and then when you fly, you get the full 80 frames of flight. Except for Xander, he jumped on the first frame, called a firstie. So he got just 2 frames of flight, which is like nothing. And so, kind of messed with his pattern. To see BB1, I may be able to present to you some more SMW facts. Who won earlier? Good question. That would be Isofreeze. So if you were earlier today, we had the first playoffs match ever for Class A and the whole tournament. And Freeze took that one 2-0 against Arcalark. Still time to predict in this one. I may enter the prediction sphere, but I also want to be able to resolve who won in this thing. Arguably, the only exciting thing in this top ridge route is Thwomp Boss, which Peachy didn't get. Did Xander get? Oh, let's go, Xander! Thwomp Boss! That has saved me from falling asleep at this moment. Wish Metroid could fly like this. Oh. Well, Mario's, like, kind of fat. He really needs that cape. Oh, Xander loses cape. Not. Oh, okay. Now that is a big problem. That is a big problem. I was gonna say if he kept his Fire Flower, he would have been able to get cape in BB1 and not lose a terrible amount of time. But now he doesn't even have Flower for Ludwig or Roy. So this is gonna give Peachy a much bigger lead. Xander, if he doesn't get cape in this level, he can get it at the start of the next, so it's still not a huge deal. It's an auto-scroller. It's PV1! Oh, it's PV1. Much to everyone's happiness and glee, we're playing this level. SMW Premium members can see some cool stats that I found the other day. And by the other day, I mean earlier today. In case you weren't paying attention earlier. Shoop. Category picks and ban. Oop, okay. Enough of that. Let me see. Can I like copy this over to be on the same screen? That'd be kind of cool if I could. Oh, I kind of can. This is the. Now I'm just making a mockery of this whole restreaming job. We can put it over BB1. We don't really need to see it. We don't really need to see BB1. So here's the Class B statistics for which categories people picked. Oh, Xander's gonna dupe. No, we need to see Xander duping. Okay, he got the mushroom. That means he's gonna get the cape. Let's go, Xander. Back in it with the flight. So here's the category picks. You can see there's only like 70 picks compared to 200 in Class A. So the sample size is a lot smaller and it makes the data look a lot weirder. Now he can't see Peachy anymore. I want to see him again. So All Castle's still the most popular category. All Switches No Cape was like picked never, and it was banned once. Showed up twice, it got banned once. So that gives it a 50% ban rate. Unlike, oh, nice pipe fly from Xander getting 154. Unlike Class A, where there was a clear hatred of All Castle's No Cape in 96, in Class B it was a little more nuanced. 67-57, still the highest, but All Switches and All Switches No Cape especially got banned a lot. And today we saw another 96 exit ban and an 11 No Cape ban. Also, No Star World was not banned at all. Everyone just loves playing No Star World. Aren't we having fun playing it? Right, guys? Okay, get that out of here. There's your SMW premium content for today. And now, on to the castle. Castle number 4. PG has Fire Flower. He lost it in Iggy, and he got it back in DS1. And so that was a very good choice because Xander lost it in Reznor. And Peachy's gonna switch to Fire Flower. You know, you can do this room with Cape or with Fire Flower. I think Xander's gonna do it with Cape, so you can see how the Cape strat works. Xander, okay, Cape cancels into the Podoboo, but still does fine. And the door. The door! Man, you could be playing this game for 30 years and still not learn how to get in the door. It's too hard. So Peachy with that quick fire kill, that's what saves all that 12 seconds nonsense or whatever, 16 seconds, compared to what Xander's gonna have to do, this whole charade with the cycle skip. That means hit him now. Oh, I'm looking on the wrong screen again. Let me close this, because this is making me look unprofessional. Hide player. So I don't know if either of our runners are going for forest wings. Would be quite interesting. Also, fun fact, this cutscene with Ludwig is the longest of the 7 castle cutscenes. By it's like 39. I think it's just shy of 40. It's like 39.8 or something. While the other ones are like 35, 36. It's not hugely longer. But in case you wanted to know, when to take your break in the middle of the run, do it in Castle 4. Peachy dealing with a severe amount of lag. Does not look like he's going for wings. Let's see if Xander will. There might be some hope. Might be some promise. Nope. He grabbed the Koopa, but he did not go down to the P-balloon block. Just kind of taking it safe. It's a little bit hard, and you do risk losing even more time because it's so tight. First try clip from Peachy. Xander! First try. I think we have seen first try clips all day. We have seen first try clips all day. We saw 2 from Freeze because he kind of went in the wrong level. Or he kind of did the wrong FOI1 exit. 2. This is FOI2. He did the wrong FOI2 exit. So we saw 2 from him, 1 from R. Clark, and now 2 more from Xander and Peachy. That brings today's luck to 5 for 5. And that's actually not... To get 5 first try clips is actually not that easy, because it's 75%, so what would that be? Let me do the math. It's only a 23% chance that you get 5 first try clips. So it really is actually kind of statistically a bit challenging. So Peachy has somehow navigated his way out the Forest of Illusion. Somehow. He's just that great. And now time for... Uh-oh. Boy fly. Held right, I think, just a tiny bit too long, and that gives Xander the lead. Peachy is going in no cape. He is giving up on cape. And I don't know if he's going to do the deboost strategy or just conserve his Fire Flower for Roy, but that gives Xander the lead. And his choice to go back no cape is actually going to give him, I think, a bigger lead. It might just be nerves at this point. He might not be confident that, oh no, Xander. Whew. Okay. Okay. Okay, scare me too, Xander. I was gonna say that Peachy might not be confident that he could get it a second time. What? What is that, Podoboo? No. Podoboo went inside that sprite platform and just kind of teleported a little bit. So Peachy now does not have the opportunity to deboost. And has to take this second section small, which is actually... Well, we'll just see how he does. Oh! Whew! To me, that seemed like a blind jump. I'm sure he was confident, but like, wow. On the edge of my seat here. Xander takes the lead by 1 castle cutscene. And, you know, for no Star World, as boring as this category, as people say this category, who would say it's boring? It actually is surprising how many lead changes we're looking. Both of our runners are without cape, entering the Chocolate Island. Xander with a good no cape backup. I think he's done a lot of runs of no cape in Star World, so he's reasonably experienced with what to do in these situations. No cape in this level, so just gotta make your way through, get into that huge pipe, get launched. And now we'll see how Peachy does it. And Xander will have to get cape in the next level. There's a cape in the ghost house. And it was actually It's actually the freest cape that we have until Chocolate Secret. Peachy doesn't really know the no cape backup here. We stress, you know, in the tournaments of No Star World, we really stress being able to do backup strats and knowing what the backup strats are. But in this case, you know, when there's 9 categories, backups for 9 categories, and sometimes the backups are just other categories. You know, the backups for No Star World is just No Cape No Star World, which is another category in this, and some of the runners might not have picked it, so they might not have practiced it at all. Peachy not taking Yoshi. Xander lost cape before the cape block in the ghost house, so he still doesn't have a cape. He might go back for it, and Peachy collecting all 5 dragon coins. So now Xander's gonna have to continue the no cape, no Star World route. Oh, runs into the Dino Rhino, takes a death. May have had his jump input eaten by the slope. Who knows? Difficult level. Peachy navigating. He's actually making this with pretty convenient speed. Alright, and he's gonna get the cape. Unless he just gets destroyed by the Eries or the Fish and Boo. Oh, he does get destroyed. Oh, that's unfortunate. So no cape. Let's see if he can do the no cape version of this second room. Meanwhile, Xander weaving his way through the baseball trucks. And a very good CI2, all things considered. Peachy doing that easy strat with the scroll instead of the damage boost strat. Maybe Peachy will go back for cape. He's got Fire Flower and a Mushroom, so even getting hit once wouldn't stop him from being able to pick it up. Xander is just chugging along. That block that he just jumped over has a cape, so we'll see if he just takes it and goes back, or just... Oh, he's just going. He is just going. Oh, Peachy runs into the dino from below. Continuing. Now this is no Star World. This is not no cape, no Star World, but both of our runners have just decided it's not important. It's just not important. We'll see if that kind of comes from the fact that, I don't know if they're watching the restream, or if they're watching each other. Some of the decisions, their decision making might actually be influenced based on how the other's playing. He's in a little bit of trouble. He didn't really have P-Speed in the first section of this room, but he's doing better here. Spin jumping. I believe that avoids you from having your input eaten. Not entirely sure. But they are now one entire chocolate secret apart. If that truck laid out a baseball, or a football, that's a football. If the truck laid out a football right in front of Peachy, he'd be dead. But he lives another day. And really, he's trying to get up. Oh my, what is... Yeah, he's trying to get up for the midway, and Xander takes a death in Castle 6. So that's a little bit more time shaved off his lead. Still has it. By quite a good margin, I would say. Now things are heating up. Luckily, both of our runners... Oh, Xander runs off the block again. He missed the jump in time. I was going to say, both of our runners with a healthy number of lives. We're not going to see a game over like we've seen in other races. Peachy getting the P-Speed there. Xander didn't have P-Speed in this section, so that actually gives Peachy a lead. Or just kind of a better segment in Chocolate Secret. So he's going to make up time. I'm tired of listening to my ears ring. I'm gonna see if I can get this audio to come through my own microphone. Alright, Xander makes it through safely without a death. Peachy... Oh, he's doing that D-boost strat to get through that crusher in one cycle. Why does Wendy always have to have projectiles? I don't know. Nintendo was just evil, making Wendy really hard. I think did Peachy take a death in the section? I think he did. Near the end, actually. But he is the midway. Still, no cape. That block has a cape in it, and Xander doesn't have a mushroom for it. And neither would Peachy. Okay. Slice that gap. Oh my. Yeah, getting over the top of the screen is difficult. Getting into the holes. And he runs into the Sparky. Is that what it's called? I know it's Lil Sparky, but what's the big one called? Is it just Sparky? Hothead. It's called Hothead. That's what it's called. See, I remember this stuff. I watched the credits. I watched the credits. Did you? Peachy's waiting for that to go all the way up so he can get over no problem. Xander doing the D-boost. Weaving his way through. Now Peachy's gonna have to take out Wendy and avoid her projectiles. Oh no! And runs into the Potoboo. Takes another death. So as much as both of our runners have been struggling thus far, Xander's kind of running away with it as he collects the orb. Did not have any earlier today, but now we do. We will finally see. Well, we did. We did it in the form of all switches and the 4 orbs. Oh, Xander clips into the top of the Monty Mole. Takes a death that way. And Peachy finally finishing Wendy. For all those in the Peachy camp, I think they're all having a little sigh of relief. Thankfully it's over. It is quite difficult. The first run I ever did in Star World, well, not the first completed run, but one of the first runs I ever did, I just completely blew it in Wendy's and no idea what I was doing. So I reset there. It's where I reset one of my first ever No Star World runs. And I think it was like, we were like I was in over an hour at that point. Xander he took a little time to figure out which lane, which path he's using, but he figured it out. And is now done. Peachy similarly going in. This is No Star World. You can have a cape. But I think like you could do all these levels a little bit faster if you just went back and got the cape, but neither of them really want to. Xander misses another cape block. Let's see if he'll go for the one in this room. And he will! We will finally be reunited with our old friend the Cape that we have not seen since World 5. Peachy getting Scrollless despawn, taking the D-boost in the first... on the first... Oh, Xander! Strange miss. Didn't make it to the cycle in time and he got crushed. Peachy grabbing that mushroom in SGS. I was gonna say we were almost gonna be away from cape again, but Xander had the mushroom in his item box. So we will see one more orb. Oh, Xander's taking this cycle really slowly. He is really waiting out the cycles. I think he's just a little... Uh-oh. I think he got corner clipped, or something happened and it made him take out his cape in midair. So he is waiting even more cycles than he was planning to originally. Peachy taking the lower route. Xander took the higher route with the midway and the munchers. This is normally the route you're supposed to take with cape. I'm pretty sure no cape you're not supposed to take this route. What do I know? Oh, he's gonna... That's why you don't... Yeah, that's why you have to have cape there. He just waits it out. It's not a huge amount of separation now. But Xander makes it, and I thought he was close to getting crushed again. But really, we can almost mentally begin to prepare ourselves for game 2. Which will be one of... All switches are all castles. So we may see another pass through here. Pass through this kind of Valley of Bowser territory, or we may not. We may just see all the switches being done. Peachy grabbing that cape. Peachy finally back in Cape Land. Trying not to get sniped by those swoopers from the ceiling. Oh, Xander hits one of the spikes. So he is saying goodbye to the cape again. This could actually get really close. Let's see if Peachy's gonna go for sandbar. Either he didn't, or either he was trying to slide through, or that was a missed sandbar, Keisto style. Xander's not trying to take any unnecessary risk tackling this Reznor. Does it? Xander's lost. You just have to beat Bowser without going to Star World. There are really no other restrictions besides all the ones about Ace and all that nonsense. Oh, Peachy almost waited too long to enter the pipe. He almost got crushed from above. Xander will have to do the fight, no cape. Meanwhile, Peachy is ready. Just ready, waiting. There's still like an outside chance if like the Reziphos D thing happens. Nice spin fly through that first section from Peachy. Let's see. Oh, got corner clip. Still gets P-speed. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can still get one good. You know, as much as these runs have not been stellar, I think by our runner's own accounts. We can see a nice, just a clean. Oh my! Oh, I did it again. I think I got first eat or missed P meter, and that is costly. I don't know. I don't believe in commentator's curse. Xander didn't do ball skip. He didn't even get the second Mecha Koopa in Bowser. Mario's really wishing poorly onto Xander. Game 1 for Xander, 37-39. Unfortunately, I had to step away to deal with an important matter. So, in the meantime, there's going to be no commentary, but I think the restream should be fine on its own. Umar will spin the wheel for us, and so he will tell us what the next game will be while Peachy finishes up here. So we can all thank Umar for stepping in, because I know Carrick refed game 1, but he's had to head out. So we'll get game 2 started soon. It'll be a pick between all castles and all switches. So we'll see there. Gonna be AFK for, I don't know how long, maybe 20 minutes. Hopefully not before the second game ends. But anyway, I'll just kind of wait here for Peachy to finish up. And we'll see what happens. Apologize for that. I'm back. Sorry. Had to deal with some urgent business. Looks like, if I take a guess, it's gonna be all castles. So let me get the category icon. Sorry for the delay. Is finally making its way onto your screen. Transmitted through the internet. Thank you, Umar. Looks like Umar is pretty much hosting the whole darn thing while I was gone. He spun the wheel, so fortunately we didn't get to see it on the stream, but didn't have too much interruption with the actual restream itself. Xander is wondering why he's a minute and a half ahead. It's a good pace. Oh, he did it again. He did it again. 40 bonus stars. Xander, you make me too happy sometimes. 40 more for the bonus counter. Although it's back to 0 this game. Yeah, Xander 439 plus 40. And another 81. Another 81 in the ghost house. Immediately following that wonderful 40. Still waiting for someone to get 50. If that's like a 96 exit race and it's not even close, someone get 50. So just get the whole darn bonus game while you're at it. Oh. A little bit of trouble getting up over the clouds, and Peachy's flying under the clouds. What a difference. As I can't help but notice that Xander's really beating Peachy in points, which, just judging from the fact that they're neck and neck this early into the race, I don't necessarily understand why. Peachy has been avoiding earning any points this game then. Alright, I just resynced it a little bit. Xander was just a fraction of a second ahead. Now, here's where the run gets scary. Things are happening differently than they were before. With the collection of the Yoster. Which means we're going to see wings come up in the next level, because instead of the secret exit to go up to the boring, BB1 part, we're going to Castle 3. We're gonna see all kinds of cool things. We might see a raft skip, might see a CMBK. I'm getting ahead of myself. But at least it's a little more interesting than me having to fill the time with my own custom content. So both of them with a very solid World 2. Xander just a few seconds ahead. Whew, Peachy. Oh. I always like to see those trampolines. You gotta kill the boss before you can do that, Xander. He got his 2 fireballs in, but then he missed getting the hit, and so there's your lead change. There's your lead change. Thanks for tuning in. Still a 50-50 on predictions here between who's gonna win. Well, it doesn't get to change because the submissions are closed, but we could very well see a game 3, and not to get ahead of myself, but if we had a game 3, the 2 categories that it would be between would be all switches and 11 exit. So, both short categories for a tiebreaker. Missed first dupe from Peachy. Xander gets the first dupe before him, so he takes the lead. Peachy will try again with his first dupe. Gets it now. Xander now looking for the second dupe. Gets the wings. That's a good 70 wings. Peachy going for that second dupe. Keys! And loses cape. Oh no. That is some of the worst things that you could see happen. He's playing on the Japanese version, which means he doesn't get freedom cape. But this is really not so good. Peachy is going to do the normal exit. He's going all the way to do the normal exit and try for wings again. We'll see, but this is gonna be a huge time sink. I don't know what he's gonna do, frankly. Sticky fly from Xander. Nailing it. Oh! Takes the death. Bouncing off that thing is crazy. Bouncing off the thing is crazy. He took it the midway. Oh my, you know what? I do know what Peachy is doing. He was trying to get the normal exit, because that's what you're supposed to get. See, I thought he was trying to... Something in my mind didn't click. I thought he was trying to get the other exit so he could re-enter, but no, he doesn't need to re-enter. This is just the exit he's trying to do. Silly me. Xander, another little up disaster, because doors in this game suck. Why can't they be like Mario Maker doors? It's one of the things about Mario Maker that I quite like. You can just hold up and you get in the door. Then we would have no problems. We wouldn't lose any runs to doors. Do you know how many runs have all time have been lost to doors? I don't know. But it has to be at least one. So Xander's got everything intact at this point. Peachy just trying to conserve the mushroom here because there is a cape block. Oh no, blarged. Let me see what happened. Oh, I have no idea what happened there. I think he went too far. I think he missed landing on the blarg. Peachy taking the roulette route up top. Kind of an interesting play. I don't know what's faster because like he's not trying to grab the cape there. And he's not also running to get P-speed anywhere. Whew! Chuck! Chuck! That Chuck is trying to just murder him. But he has so expertly avoided this. Wow. Aaron's definitely lost 11 exit runs to DSH door. Yeah, I'd believe it. I believe it. I was imagining something like missing it on like door 2. If you miss door 2 and you're on pace, like that's a real kick in the teeth. Okay, no raft skip from Xander. Sitting comfortably ahead. TM says top routes only faster if you're small. I believe it. Yeah, you don't have to like wait for the truck or do any shenanigans there. Peachy ending his flight kind of early. I thought there was a chance that if he waited too long, he'd lose his iframes and just get hit by the boo ring. now, more gameplay. No one tile fly from Xander. Come on, it's free. My grandfather told me that one tile fly is free. That's not going to be P-Speed from Peachy. I think he got caught up against the pipe. So that means the Raft of Shame. Oh, okay. Oh, and that is go. Ooh, Xander grabbing the coin. I think he was holding Y when he grabbed the P switch, and so he grabbed it instead of instead of hitting it, and then he grabbed the coin for the door, and so that means no door, no fast door, no midway, which not a big deal. Peachy with no raft fly or blarg skip or raft speed, P-speed land. I don't know. One up. Give Peachy that one up. Yeah, there we go. 7. That was an S. If you were paying attention to some of our earlier streams, you learned some SMW premium content. You finished that level with 300. Those 2 zeros in the 300 matched the 0, the tens place, the fact that he had 0 tens worth of points, or worth of bonus stars, so he gets a free 1-up. And he missed 1 tile fly. That is not nice to see. He got firsty. So that means loss of Yoshi and losing time in CBA. Because he cannot get wings. Xander still has Yoshi. So he's still going to, he's going to be able to pick up the wings here and finish quite fast. So his lead against Peachy will increase. Xander with the Yoshi fly, that is kinda sick. And that would actually save time a little bit too, because you can lock 51 speed since you're technically flying with the cape. And Peachy, the Podobo's just on his tail the entire time, and gets that cycle in time. Oh, please let it be another 200. Oh, 201! He could have gotten the 1-up. He could have gotten another 1-up for having 200 time left on the thing. But that's quite sad. No Yoshi, meaning slow CBA. But it's not too big of an effect. You just fly through Cookie Mountain, and you also just pick up Yoshi in FOI1. And as I say that, Xander misses the door again, and this time with disastrous consequences because he loses his Fire Flower. The mushroom. He eats the mushroom and loses the Fire Flower, which means again, he is without Fire Flower for Ludwig, and that means he will have to do the cycle skip and lose like 16 seconds. This is actually time that Peachy gets to make up on him. And it does roughly balance out. Xander with a strange hit. Ludwig was crooked for a second. He hit him that early into his cycle. He hit him pretty much almost as early as you can get. And, nice. Nice, Xander. Strange, but nice. TM says it roughly balances out, saving 14 seconds for having fire, but lost 16 for no Yoshi. Potentially also the other 2 seconds being made up here if Peachy gets fast flying. It looks like 49 speed to me, but I am not that smart. And he lands. Now he could get 51. I think he's got 49 again. I'm learning to read the background movement, because you can actually tell flight speed a little bit, maybe? Ah, Yoshi in FY1 doesn't balance out, so unfortunate. That could balance it out, Xander being popped off Yoshi just a little bit. Peachy stopped short of the door. Wouldn't want to, you know, lose this Fire Flower, especially since he uses it for his Room 2 strat. And nails it. Now time for clips. We've seen 5 first try clips today. Will we see a 6th? And some weird Koopa patterns. These are consistent, right? I don't know why Peachy's having such a hard time. 6th first try clip of the day. And a savings of 14 seconds for using fire on Ludwig. Still, this category's got a lot of time left. We're just over the halfway mark. Thankfully I didn't miss that much of the race. The old prediction never got answered. This is for the match. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really specify it. So this is the predictions for the match, not the individual games. So, yeah. I don't know if you didn't, if you weren't aware of that when, I don't know if you were making your prediction based on it just being the one game. But, yeah, it's for the match and not the game. Next time, we'll probably come up with some better text for it. Xander dropped something? Dropped his mushroom. Is that a good idea? We'll see. Extra blocks broken. Yumar dropped his pocket. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, it is for the whole match. The window, that's the largest window. Like, I set it open for half an hour, and I usually open it like 5 minutes before the scheduled start time, just so the early birds can make a vote. But, yeah, that's as long as we can make it. Whew. 7 first try clips today. Xander has to bop him 3 times. What's the chances of that? 7 times. That's now a 13% chance. It's like a 1 in 8 chance to get a 3 in 4 trick 7 times. I love all those numbers. What great numbers. And now, Chocolate Island. See, our runners are so perverse to all castles, no cape that they will be doing, unlike the last race, which effectively became no cape, no Star World, this race will remain all castles with cape. All castles, all cape. Oh my god. He slid past the pipe. He just slid all the way up the pipe and off the pipe. And now the cape is gone. I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's gotta be my fault. These are... He's fallen into the Bram's Canyon. Well, your no cape, no Star World backups are proving themselves really useful. Who knows? Bram's has had a lot of canyons. I know that one. He's died there. He's died, like, Star World 2 normal or something. In that, like, one dry room. He died in Soda Lake once. I don't know. He died in a lot of places this game. I've died in some embarrassing places. Must have been 2016. 2016, we did the All Castles tournament, and I got thwimped twice in a row. I got thwimped twice in a row by Magic Koopa in the vertical section of blocks in Larry. And like the first time that I got thwimped, I was like, oh darn, stop. The second time, you know, I was like, Xander misses the D-boost. Oh no, he wasn't doing the D-boost, but he missed the scroll strat. Yeah, I got thwimped once, and the second time I was like, okay, it's going to be a yellow Koopa. You know, it's gotta be a yellow Koopa. And, so I was like, okay, having that in mind, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go however you normally do it, because the yellow Koopa walks off the platform, walks off that one block, and then you can hit it. So I kind of did that, and it was another thwimp. I got thwimped twice in a row. And it just... And I died. I died to that. Crazy stuff. Still makes me angry. But that is a rare chance. Here's an SMW premium fun fact. Magic Koopa's RNG, so what Magic Koopa drops? Magic Koopa, when he breaks a block, four things can come out. It's either a yellow Koopa, most of the time, a coin, a thwimp, or a 1-up. It's a very outside chance. So it's actually based on a number of factors. So it's not... Uh-oh, death. Ooh. You trying to use Yoshi for that insurance, but failed to get back on the platform himself. This might actually give Peachy the lead, just having Cape in this section. And good execution there in room 2. Anyway, the Magic Koopa can spawn 4 things. So the 1-up is the rarest. Oh, wait, no. The RNG is based on, or what Magic Koopa... Another Yoshi lost from Xander. This is quite scary. Oh, TM, come on. I was about to say that. You'd spoiled it. Thanks, TM. Anyway, I can still tell you the RNG is based on the RNG, like the actual RNG routine that exists in SMW. It's based on Mario's X speed, and then one other thing, which I forget. I think it's Magic Koopa's X position. Let me go to google.com. What is it? Props if you can get this before me. It is based on the frame counter. So it's based on the global frame time. Peachy in the lead. Peachy in the lead, because Xander spent all that time trying to get that cape to get reacquitted back with this category, which is all castles, not all castles, new cape. Peachy getting the bounce off the football in time. Xander trying to get Yoshi flying. He's gonna lose Yoshi for it, and he's gonna lose cape. Oh my god, that is tragic. That is absolutely tragic. Let me verify what TM has said here. Okay, so Thwimp is... Let me just, So it's 9 for a thwimp and 8 for a coin. So it's actually 8 out of 256 for a coin. And not 7. It's still very low chance. And 9 out of 256 for a coin. Xander, no, we can't say that on stream, it's a bit vulgar, but he is not really enjoying himself right now. And actually, he finished a game second faster than Peachy. All things considered. Yeah, he hecked up. It's a little heckin' problem here. And Xander, back for Yoshi. And maybe also back for the cape. Who knows? Peachy with Crusher Skip nails it. I'm thinking a game 3 looks likely. Meanwhile, Xander's spending more time in this beautiful, beautiful level, just kind of taking a break. Peachy, hopefully no disasters here. That he had a couple the last race due to not having cape, but now gameplay is strong. Business is booming here in the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh my. Do not lose that fire flower, and he's good. Cape in the next level, so not a huge concern. Not a huge concern. Xander is going to get the Crusher Skip. No, he didn't. Oh. Is that my fault again? I swear. I swear. How many times have I done this already? I know I try to deny it, but it just happens. TM is thankfully defending me. It's all Xander's fault. It's all your fault, Xander. I think he messed the setup, which I don't remember how it works, so. Oh, he clips into the bottom of that thing. Just a little bit too hasty. And it costs him another life. He's down to 2. Last game there were many to go around, but this game actually becoming a little bit of a problem. Xander, good room too, no cape. That is really nice. Scrollless from Peachy. Clipping into the end of Wendy there. Oh! Oh! That is swag. That is swag. Who picked this category, he asks. I'll tell you who did. Might have been you. It was you. And now Peachy with a little orb. I'm running out of things to say. But we will see a game 3, very likely. It's really Peachy's race to lose, and it's a significant lead here. One entire sunken ghost ship ahead, and that is a long level. We'll see if Peachy's incredible comeback persists into the third game. After struggling all that in the last race, there's good hope for a rally back from Peachy. Peachy is fully loaded. Fully loaded. Although probably 2 capes would be better to have than a cape and a fire flower. Hey, you know, I'll defend Xander adjusting himself because he's threw away scrollless. I think he had the setup and he slowed down. Maybe a missed right input. Not sure what happened there. Oh, gets hit off Yoshi, has to weave through the boo ring himself. And oh, Peachy. Well, you gotta get on Yoshi. Okay. And not the backseat game, but probably picking up that disco shell would have been the better play there. Just kind of makes that section easy and you don't have to wait too much. Meanwhile, Xander with another orb. We have not been seeing enough so-sapes in chat. Let me pop a couple. Oh, I messed one up. Okay, cool. And the whole point of bringing Yoshi and doing this whole charade is to get those wings. Because who would want to do Sandbar? Who would want to do the sand room to get the normal exit? I don't even know if I remember what's past, like, the first section of the last room. I don't even know how you're supposed to do it without wings. Peachy, an insurance... a nice little insurance, star. Oh, does not get the slide in, but he does get in the wall, so he can enter without losing too much time. Xander, swaggy. Double tongue through the pipe. Can learn it if I do. All castles, small only, or 95, no flight. Hey, how about no? I don't want to do this. They sound hard and they sound scary. PG went through Magic Koopa. Didn't even get hit. Oh, Tragic Koopa. Oh! Kill him. Alright. This is scary. This is scary and hairy. And not trying to get P-speed to get that door fly. Okay. Good Larry kill. Good Larry kill. And Xander with a cape cancel. Not a duck, but a cape cancel through the boo line. And sexy slide. These past two levels have been rather strong. But Peachy will now be in Bowser. With two capes. Oh, Xander. Oh my. Oh, that is a good point, TM. Yeah, because you're already exhausting the flight meter. No door fly from Peachy? Didn't even go for it. Let's see, is he gonna do D-boost in door 5, or will he choose to take door 7 with a cape, or will he just do door 5 and not D-boost? Xander's float across the ledge is met by Magic Koopa. If you can imagine Mario sticking his... It's like the one... what is it? What is that one movie? It's probably a lot of movies, because it's so cliche, you know, some guy's got... Xander! Xander! Oh my god. Alright, forget what I was gonna say. Xander! Please, where is he going? Where is he going? Don't tell me he's trying to get a cape in CI2. He's going home. He's done. He's done. It would have been funny if Xander just went all the way back. He just gave up. Oh, and he got the double tongue fly. He got both capes. And he's still flying. He's still going. I think that means he's gonna take the DNF for this race. Oh, he just wants to do a little pipe fly. Little pipe fly for the normal exit of CI2 in all castles. Oh, runs into the P switch so he... Oh, doesn't have pay meter. He missed the coin. He missed... Oh, Peachy. Oh my, Peachy. I don't see either cape. And, oh. Well, I don't think it's... I'm too distracted by Xander's shenanigans to see. Thankfully, I think Peachy's taken the W because Xander has forfeited, so according to the rules of the race, Peachy must finish to take the win. Xander's already forfeited from the race room as of 2 minutes ago. So, you know, Peachy could die 1,000 times, and I think he's going to take the win here. I think I know what Xander's going to do. I think I know what he's going to do. If I'm not mistaken, I think I know what he's got planned. But he may not have enough time to do it. Unless he just wants to show us these cool levels. Peachy, 39-41. And that means that he will take game 2, and we are going to a game 3. This is so exciting. Make my life just a little bit longer. Xander loses 1 of the capes, but don't worry, they're enough in this level. So that is GG to Peachy. So game 3 will happen soon. Hopefully once Xander stops illegally practicing. He's practicing for the difficult chocolate fort level that shows up in 11 exit. Wow. Wow. And he's done. Xander's done. He's not... It's a good note to end on. But it's not over yet because there's another game coming up. And I think I'll take the wheel back. I know Umar had to spin the wheel while I was absent, but I'm taking it back. It's between 11 and all switches. Very interestingly. And that is game over. And I will... You like that? Xander's game over has actually given him progress in the game because he's over there now. Interestingly. Alright. Alright, let's get that big wheel back on here and let's see what is coming up. It could be 11 exit or all switches. See, Xander, that's what I thought you were going to do. I thought you were going to get CI5 orb. That's what that's genuinely what I thought. And I was like, I don't know if you have enough time to do that. And then you had some funny business with the cape. Anyway, that's a DNF on Xander here in game 2. And now for game 3. And alright. Yeah, Xander had some very, very unfortunate end to his run in Larry. He cape canceled into one of the ball and chains, and then he went all the way to the boss and then died after the whistle into the lava pit, which is always terrible to see. PG is asking for a break to get some water. That is acceptable by me and everyone else. Alright, spin this darn thing. How do I do that? Like this. Alright, could be 11 exit. Could be all switches. This is the tiebreaker that will decide it. Between who is moving on. It is, oh, the classic. The age-old 11 exit. 11 exit. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. If you want to see the bracket, look, here it is. Bam. Xander versus Peachy. Winner plays TM versus Miso Soup. TM's in the chat here. So he is kind of getting just a little taste of what his competition might be in the future. Back to the race room. We've decided that game 3 how do I do this? I don't even know how to use my own layout. There. Game 3 will be just a short one, 11 exits, so in 11 minutes you'll find out who is moving on and who isn't. Where did Xander's timer go again? It's always disappearing on me. It's like the second time. It's not actually that many times for me to get irate, but it keeps moving. Where did it go? You know what? I think he said this. He doesn't have 11 exit splits. Oh no, sure he does. I think he just made them up. But now I have to adjust this. Gotta bring it up. Oh, there it is. There's the 2. Close the bottom. And I'm gonna make it smaller because this is way too big. There we go. See, I told you I can do these things. We live in a high-tech society. Okay, let me peek into the race room. Both of them are ready. The timer is counting down in race time period GG. And these runners will start in a couple seconds accordingly. This is the decider. A short one, no less. Please already be synced. Please already be synced. Yeah! No, it's not close. Okay. Oh, that's way off. Oops, I misinput. Oh, I did it again. Whew, okay, there we go. Whew. Xander with 16,410 points. 17,610. He's racking them up. 19,810. 23,000. Peachy's only at 2,200. And also, is this stream lagging? Hope. Oh, he missed that. Oh, he missed that 4th dragon coin for another 8,000 points. Going for 361. Doesn't get it. Oh. Hate to see that. Hate to see a runner like that miss 361. Umar, can you get Dragon Coin for 8,000? Well, Umar is one of the world's leading lunar dragon enthusiast and researcher. You may. You may. What? Can I get a good question? I'm gonna get Umar. Can I stump you on Dragon Coins in this game, Umar? I don't think so. He just knows everything. I can stump you about your knowledge of Dragon Coins. But I feel like you may be unstumpable as everyone's favorite Lunar Dragon player. I best not try, as to embarrass myself. Cause I don't even know. I don't even know where half the Dragon Coins are. If I know where all the extra Dragon Coins are. Kind of? How many colored pixels are in the Dragon Coin graphic? That's a good question. I don't know that. Let me... You could work it out. Hold on. So it's... I gotta use my knowledge of math. So it's like a 16 by 16 square in the middle. So it's like 256. And then it's another circle with radius 8. So 8, so 64 pi, which is about something. So like 190? 190 plus 256. 346. That's my final answer. I think it's 346 pixels. It's not a perfect circle. You know, it's... Sure. It's close enough. If you put on one of those weird emulator filters and like make it all smooth, I'm sure it's a circle. If you download the widescreen SMW, you know, could you imagine how much of a problem we'd have with this layout if SMW was in widescreen? It'd be so small. We'd have to do something interesting instead of just putting them side by side. You could put them on top of each other. No, I don't want to mess it with the layout. Well, this is 11A. I've talked through almost half the run already. I know this is an exhilarating run. Neither runner had any issue in World 1. So now... That's like synced. That's synced, and Peachy made up time there with Fast Fly. Two players playing at the same time in widescreen. You know it would actually be really sick. That one patch that gives you two-player like simultaneous multiplayer. That would be huge because like in widescreen you'd have so much space. You'd have so much space in widescreen. What? Where'd the Koopa go? It's gone. It got stomped. So now that is time loss. Oh, Peachy, do not lose Cape. Do not lose Cape. Xander! Xander! Where'd he go? Now he's contemplating. I think he's contemplating whether to go to Cape or keep going. I look away for 1 second. Just... Oh my god. He's dead again. Well, I didn't think it would end like this. Where's he going? Now where is he going? Is he calling it over? Did he wall clip? I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a replay because I was too focused on what kind of BS happened to Peachy. Like that was just like a perfectly normal oh, goodbye Yoshi. He's gotta get it back in time when he does, using that sliding capability of Mario to go fast. I don't even know what... I was too focused on Peachy just stomping a shell from beneath or something crazy, and then I just see Xander take a death, and that, I think he's gonna forfeit from that point. I think Peachy's gonna take the win. Nice right zip from Peachy. Oh, 289. Good to put in a race. Xander has done something illegal. Illegal. Don't even get to keep the Yoshi. That's a DQ. So Xander dropped the P-switch. I think he was trying to go down to... I think he was trying to pick it up from below the screen, and he didn't. And I think he trusted that it would be down there, and it wasn't. And so it just made him look silly. It just made him look like he just fell into the pit. But he could have gotten the P-switch back. Like, he could have ran back and got it. Yeah, change the category. Xander is trying to do all switches now. Forget 11 exit. He's trying to do all switches. He's trying to orb the switch? What's he doing? Now how do you pick up the orb? You can pick it up. You have to, I think you have to wall jump off, what do they call them things? Switch Palace Corner. Everyone's predictions are dead now. Alright, so that's a jump that he's gonna have to get up there. Now if you pick up the orb, alright, now he's just leaving the orb up there. He could have tried Switch Palace Corner, but I don't know if he would have gotten up there. Meanwhile, we're just completely ignoring Peachy. He went for Doorfly, but I think he just missed getting in the door. Alright, Peachy, switch to that. No! And he doesn't even do the D-boost. Well, Peachy is going to take the W here. The dark horse of Class B's Azumar. I'd agree with that. I'm too distracted by Xander's screen. Can we, how can I mess with it? Whoa! That's a nice... Alright, don't look at his screen, guys. You know, let's see how Peachy gets his Cape Kill here, because I think he had an error the last time. So hopefully he'll nail it this time. Now that it didn't really matter last time, because Xander had also already forfeited by the last time Peachy got to Bowser. Two out of 18 brackets correctly predicted Peachy would win, including one of which was Peachy. One person had confidence in Peachy. Well, I'll be darned. Silly me. My bracket's busted. My bracket is busted. Thank you, Peachy. And let me get this color key off Xander. Is he now going for in a 6? No, he got rid of the bottom block. Ball skip from Peachy. Good job. Oh, it's gone. Let me undo this. Jeez. I'm just trying to see what this is a terrible place for me to experiment how to mess with his game feed. Put a sharpen filter. Whoa, that looks crispy. Alright, enough distractions here. Xander with a second orb. Peachy about to finish up here. Take the second match. Take the W for this. And an 11:08 or 9. Call it 9. 11:09 from Peachy, and that will end it for the race. Xander's feed looks like how raw sugar tastes. I wouldn't want to imagine now that I've done this stuff to the screen. Wow. Okay. Now that looks weird. What does this do? That just has a different color. What about this one? I liked blue. Xander orbs, but he's not going to get the exit. He's not going to get the exit. Alright, so GG from everyone involved. Let me head to the channel and see if anyone would like to do any sort of post-stream interview. If not, we will just go on our merry way. But if so, Oh my. I didn't know it does this. Let's put that over here. Put this below. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see if we have any interviewers on deck. Let me ask the question to this group.
Oh,
Oh, hello, Xander. GG on...
congrats to Peachy.
Yeah, congrats to Peachy. That was an interesting race. It was very interesting.
When I accidentally dropped the P switch in the water level, I was already behind. I can't remember what I screwed up before. Oh, I screwed up the cape grab, so I was already a little behind. And then when I dropped the P switch, I was like, oh. And while I was thinking about what to do, I kind of accidentally fell off the bottom of the level because I forgot to swim. And I realized as I fell off that I could have gone back to save it. But then I also thought at that point, it's an 11 exit race. There was no way I was getting back, so I kind of just stopped caring and just did whatever.
I thought one of my theories was that you thought the P switch was still below the screen, or that you were still able to go down and grab it. But then it just made you look like you just kind of sunk down.
Yeah, I was just trying to think about what to do, and I realized as I died that I could have gone back to the left to save it, but like I say, I wouldn't have won, because that would have been way too much of a time loss anyway, and I knew that.
Yeah. Alright, well, we also got Peachy in the chat. Hello, Peachy.
Hey,
congrats.
GG.
Hey, thank
Congratulations.
you. GG, Xander. Thank you for the opportunity to do so. I wasn't exactly sure what was going on for this last race. I wasn't watching. And so I got towards the end and then pulled up the window and saw a very distorted screen. I thought, okay, well, something happened. But good game. That first race was a doozy. That was a hard one to get through.
Yeah, I noticed that despite the category being no Star World, none of you had a cape past World 5.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Yeah, a long one that one was, but well, thank you, man.
That one was like the only one that I finished, unfortunately. But I think it's useful to have like no cape strats in your pocket in case you need to pull them out.
You're exactly right. There was several there that I had to do not at P speed, which hurt a bit. Though I'm not sure any of that hurt me worse than dying. I think I died maybe 3 or 4 different times in Windy.
Oh.
At that point, I was like, okay, well, that's it for this one.
Well, let's see. So, Peachy, you are moving on in the bracket, and you'll be facing the winner of... it would be between TM and Miso Soup, which I think is being conducted tomorrow? Yeah, it'll be tomorrow, just 24 hours from now. So, I don't know if you've been watching either of them, so I don't know if you have an idea of who you'd rather go up against, but do you have any preferences yet?
I have my eye more so on Miso Soup. I think that a couple of our PBs are pretty similar, so I'm curious about that race. Of course, I know TM's been around a long time, but I haven't seen him do much recently. So I'm betting that he's gonna bring the consistency, which will be hard to beat too. So. It'll be tough.
Yeah, you're gonna have to practice and just hope for the best.
Yeah, hope for the best. That's exactly right.
Well, now that you have defeated me and stood on my grave, You need to now. I'm rooting for you to clear out the rest of this bracket.
Let's
So,
go.
good luck.
Thank you, thank you. I
We're all-
wasn't expecting to get this far, so I'm gonna keep on trucking here. Thanks a bunch, honestly.
Yeah. And good luck to all of your future endeavors.
Thank you. Thanks. Y'all too. Y'all too.
Alright, well, you have anything last things to say, Xander?
Nothing from me other than apologies for such a bad show towards the end.
It was fine. We did. Give us one CI5 orb, Xander. I gotta see it.
I don't have any save files that
Darn
are
it.
even that far.
Oh,
I
no.
deleted it.
Of course. Just you don't want to have to look at it. Well, in that case, I think I'm gonna sign off. Then we have another race in 2.5 hours. Who knows who'll be around to restream that one? That'll be the first Class C playoff game, in fact. So
Well,
we'll
good
see
luck
what's
to
going on
them.
down there.
Yeah.
Good luck to all our runners. Follow these people. We haven't been saying this enough this tournament, but you should follow both of our runners. They're somewhere. Let me see. I gotta figure out what their Twitch names are. Yeah, Xander479 and then Peachy _ triple Z.
Triple Z.
Alright, with that, I think I'm gonna sign off. Goodbye, everyone. And
Thanks a bunch.
Goodbye.
good luck, PB, in your next run, or else.
Thank you.